Apparently, some of the Q folks think that the vaccinated people are going to turn into zombies today. Wait, maybe that's why I'm sick, dude. The vaccine has been activated in me.
The COVID-19 vaccine can carry pathogens that can be activated with the right frequency.
Yo, that's fucking true, dude. I gotta pee. I'll be back. Hold on.
Time to be an American, sir. How do you process this, and what would you encourage our listeners to do today, sir?
Well, I mean, number one, because this pathogen that you just talked about, I think that then there's some great articles written about how it relates to 5G technology that is being input basically globally. But my statement is that because this is a good versus evil time, it is actually one of the most consequential periods in history to be alive.
But they're talking out loud that lipid nanoparticles in the shots contain pathogens.
Preparing for that.
Here we go. Backing it up. Here we go.
We know that Marburg is not particularly contagious, but it has an extraordinarily high rate of fatality. And we know the mechanism by which this will be released. And that is inside of these shots that people already received, inside the lipid nanoparticles, the hydrogel, there exists pathogens inside of the particles that have not yet opened. Those pathogens are chimeric. They include E. coli Marburg, Ebola staphylococcus, and brewer's yeast, amongst others. We know that upon the
Bro, Rumble is so crazy. It's just a wasteland of some of the most psychotic fucking points of view. I swear to God. First of all, I feel like these motherfuckers go and key search, like keyword search, like medical journals, just so they can like come across like they know what the fuck they're talking about. And then they're just like, yeah, COVID-19 shots. Lipid nanoparticles in shots contain pathogens released via 18 GHZ 5G signals. Like, bro, what the fuck? You actually think there's like a wireless frequency activated within the nanoparticles? Like, that's crazy, man. Battlecrab, thank you for the 10 that says. You mean to tell me that this same fucking government that can't force ISPs to actually fucking update their upgrade their fiber optic cables so we can have fucking true fiber optic coverage all across the country, a thing that ISPs have gotten billions of dollars in tax breaks for that they never actually did? Okay, you're telling me that same government is actually forcing Pfizer to be able to fucking, dose people with like nano machines? Like, what are you, fucking crazy? Just think, man. Just think for a second. Like, the technology itself is not available regardless, but like, let's say if it was. You think this fucking shit-ass government who can't even force ISPs to offer like good bandwidth would be able to do some things like this? Like, what the fuck? I mean, I love when people go buck wild. Right? Like, they go crazy. They make up like these insane things, and that's fun for me. I enjoy that. I appreciate that. Good job on all those folks doing these things, right? I love it. It's great. But like, I mean, maybe make it a little bit more realistic. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking 18 gigahertz is not a 5G band.
Broadcast from the 5G system that is now employed across the United States and the world for that matter. When they broadcast an 18 gigahertz signal for 1 minute, 3 different times as a pulse, it will cause those lipid nanoparticles to swell and release these pathogenic contents, thereby causing a Marburg epidemic that they've already spent the money on. It's already done, right? The Marburg epidemic, for purposes of the law, has happened, and now we just need the actual disaster to happen. And there's actually worse parts to it than that, including the 1p36 gene deletion.
Yeah, the worst part has happened already. It's zombie time.
Turn those poor people into zombies.
And one
of the best parts about this is like, I mean, clearly that's not happened. That hasn't happened. It's never going to happen, right? But what I love about that is like, that won't stop these motherfuckers from coming up with new shit. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Like, you at no point do you go, well, that didn't happen. What's up with this? Like, I thought my fucking family, my cousin, the gay one, gay because he went to the big city and he's a leftist. He's voting for the Democratic Party. That one got the vaccine, right? And we've been waiting. Like we mourned him. We did an early funeral for him. You know what I mean? Before we held an early funeral for him because like we knew that he was gonna die, right? But he hasn't died. At no point do you not go, man, maybe this shit's fake. They're like, nah, something else we didn't actually account for. The vaccine only kills patriots. That's a good one, I think.
1p36 deletion syndrome is an actual side effect listed by Pfizer related to the COVID-19 vaccines, and that would cause you to begin to have seizures, begin to bite people, and to have problems with your frontal lobe.
Brother, you just plagiarized that. That's plagiarism. I'm sorry, Crazy ideas and all I can stand for, but that's just pure plagiarism, motherfucker. You stole that from Resident Evil. That's a plot line. You stole that from Resident Evil and every other fucking zombie movie that's ever come out before it. I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's crazy. It's like, yeah, when you get crazy, it's like, and the people that don't actually get the virus or people that actually get COVID and survive, they start having this force inside of them where they can start like, they can start moving objects with their hands and their minds, right? And obviously, you can't let that force overtake you because it's a very powerful force. And if you let it overtake you, you become evil. You become like a demon rat. And then there's some good patriots that maintain the force and control it so they can, fight back against the evil democratic force havers. Dude, you're not a scientist. They wouldn't put this guy on if he didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Wait, I'm banned by this. I'm blocked by this person again. To quote George W. Bush, is our children learning? What is this?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Because I realized that he's the only person that actually did something in this world, and he helps us a lot.
Yeah. And you probably have good parents. What about you, Liberty? Coolest name. Shout out to your dad back there.
Oh my God, bro. That's a crazy name. Dude, that's a red flag right there, dude. Liberty? Oh my God. That's bad parenting. That's bad parenting across the board, dude. Liberty? Really? You brought a whole ass life onto this earth and you named that whole ass life Liberty, bro. That's so bad. Like, just go the normal route at that point. Name her fucking like Kaylee with like a Leigh. You know what I mean? Just like one of those like McKaylee. You couldn't do that. There wasn't enough. You had to go with Liberty.
I love that.
Yeah. So oh my goodness,
It's okay. Take your time.
I respect Donald Trump because he's probably the best president I've ever actually seen, and also he's actually helped. I actually got to see my family. Now I can't because of all the gas prices. I can't even go and see my family that are far away now.
Yeah.
Damn. She popped off, dude. Yeah, you got nothing on that. She fucking popped off. I feel like I'm sensing a tide shift though. Like these whole like I'm gonna put a microphone on some random people, some random unsuspecting people type content is like it saw its absolute like maximum peak. I think during the lockdowns, everyone was trying to do the Channel 5 shtick. Some people did it well, some people didn't, and now everyone's doing it, and it's so fucking annoying. I feel like you can't go to a heavily populated area without having like 8 teeny bopper weirdos with them tiny little mics and coming up to you and being like What country gifted us the Statue of Liberty? And they're like, I don't know. TikTok has made it worse. I think that's the real epidemic. People don't realize that. If Donald Trump would have banned TikTok, things would be different. I'm just saying.